Welcome back to another Rasmus James Mason. I am Lee, your host of the podcast. I will be talking about the Ballad of the Witch's Road from Agathaallalong. This was composed by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, who are well known for Agathaallalong back in 2021 for One Division, which precedes this show. This song is sung by various actors on the show, and it has different variants of the ballad. There are three main versions of the song that I will now explain to you. Version 1 is the original by Agathaallalong and Nicholas Scratch, which is very important as this was the original song. The Lopez made sure they were mapped to this as they were writing the sacred chant and wrote this as a walking song. Version 2 is the revamped version by Agathaallalong, which is known as a sacred chant, used to lure witches into false plans that the witch's road was real, and then she steals their power and kills them. Version 3 is by Lorna Wu, used to protect her daughter, Alice Wu Gulliver, from her family's curse and action. I will now talk about my three favourite versions of the ballad. I will start with the sacred chant version, which is the song that I just mentioned used to calm witches and lead to their deaths. It's apparent, and the scene in question shows different styles of vocals. It's also born at that moment, unknownly at the time. Billy Kaplan opens the witch's road, which we don't find out till Maiden Mother Crown and the previous episode, Follow Me My Friend to Glory at the end. It's just such a great moment with Sharon Davies having fun before all the bad things happen, so it has that meaning, and also Alice gets emotional while she's singing it, as the song is a personal connection to her, so it's really important to see that. I listen to this version a lot and I love it so much as it's full of heart, plus the actors sung it live and the scene was done in 2 days, which was brilliant. Speaking of Alice, my next choice is all about her. The cover version of Lorna's Ballad, which is a glam rock star, and it's a very important moment when this is sung because it's in Alice's trial and they have to sing the song and have a jam sesh to escape and be free from the curse. And of course, it's Lorna's song. Agatha leads the song with a cover on instruments with Lily's Salem show with more instruments, including the zills. Alice takes over the lead near the end as she defeats the curse. It's a musical scene that fits the episode and brings joy and comedy with the reactions of the coven from fire to the doom. It's scarily brilliant. The Lopez said that this was the ballad that was the trickiest. The Lopez said that this was the ballad that was the trickiest to get right, and I can understand why. My final pick is from Maiden Mother Crown, Agatha Through Time version. Similar to the sacred chant, but it's got music throughout the song, and the first verse is cut out as more vocally sung together without separate vocals like the original chant. Agatha sings the first verse on her own. This shares the backstory of how Agatha would calm the witches about the witch's road, and then uses to cope from the grief of her son, which she lost. This would later haunt her from joining him in death because she killed witches to steal their power. I also listen to this version a lot, and I think it's a brilliant addition of the ballad. The lines of the ballad are very important. 8 lines from the original ballad used by the witches are included in the episode's house and debate a certain element in the episode, like for darkest hour, wait by power. Agatha gets powers for a short time after seeing it from Alice, who dies from the trial trying to punish Agatha. I like the fact that Jack Shepherd uses because it's a genius move to use the lines of the song and to bit what actually happens. The main title, If I Can't Reach You, Let My Song Teach You, isn't part of the usual ballad. It's part of Lorna's Ballad, and it's the only time to do so, as that's the episode that features that version. I like the kind of variety, and it has that social twist. As Kristen said that they had to tweak every line to make sure it fit the time period, and that's really important when you're doing period music. Also, the Lopez used their musical backgrounds as inspiration, which is what works when you compose a track. They made sure that each ballad had a certain instrumentation, like, for example, they used the bell for the sacred chant. What do I think about it? I love this song. It's crazy and it foreshadows what happens in Agathaallalong with the trials. As I mentioned with 2 of them, I listen to this song because it's catchy and it's great. The important thing I want to mention, it's all about those vocals from the actors that make it a pleasure to listen to. I think Catherine Hahn, Sasha Zamala, Kylie Bone and Anna stand up very well with their vocals, but it was a full cast effort on the respective versions of that, and the Lopez credit them for bringing the real magic, and you're right, as it helps create the message of the song and the story tells. This song is empowering, and it's like an empowerment anthem for witches, and there is a reason why it's well loved. I love the fact that people in the real world have done cover versions. I hope you enjoyed this missile. What did you think about the Ballads of the Witch's World? Comment down below or at first refer to on social media. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you for a new missile in the future. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Phasma and Jarins and stay tuned for more podcasts. See ya!